programs, and you name it, we have it. We have a number of programs that we offer, starting from art and animation, aviation, business, health sciences, fashion, science and engineering, recreation, performance arts. We have a number of programs except for MBBS and medical programs. We have all the other programs, including nursing. So it is up to you to choose a path and start studying and get into Canadian job market. Again, we have a number of pathways for you to study. Seneca is number one in terms of Ontario pathways, where we offer 1,000+ unique program-to-program pathways within Seneca, and 60+ transfer partner institutions, and 6,000 students each year use these services. How does a pathway work? When you study a 2-year diploma or 3-year advanced diploma, you can transfer yourself into a bachelor's later at Seneca College or any other institution in Canada and outside of Canada. So once you do the 2-year program, say diploma, then you can transfer yourself into second year of bachelor degree, complete the bachelor degree later, and 3-year advanced diploma. Then you can transfer yourself into third years of bachelor degree and complete the bachelor degree. So this is another advantage. Most of the students opt to take a break after diplomas and then transfer themselves into bachelors later. Who are the education partners with us in having these pathways is Seneca is, of course, we have bachelor degrees. So you can transfer yourself within Seneca or any of these universities mentioned here. We have a number of them. We just mentioned a few of them here. As you can see, you can also opt for something like University of Buffalo, which is in the US. Even they accept our credentials, so they can take the you can take the credit transfer and go to University of Buffalo, and some of the Australian and UK universities are also accepting our credits. So you can even look at transferring yourself into various other universities. And within Canada, you can see you have a lot of options like University of Guelph, Lakehead University, Ryerson University, York University. So you can transfer it to any of these universities. Experiential learning opportunities, these are the co-ops that we are talking about. There are two types. One is a co-op and one is a field experience. Co-op is a paid internship where students will get paid when they work while they're studying. So they say, for example, if you're doing a marketing management and you have a co-op included, there are two types of co-ops, mandatory and optional, depending on your program. If it's a mandatory co-op or optional co-op, it doesn't matter. Seneca will help you to study all the paid opportunities. Seneca will help you to study those credits required for the co-op. And once you complete that, they are taken as credits. And field experience is an unpaid internship, basically where, say for example, you are in early childhood education or a civil engineering program, you are required to do some hours of field experience as mandatory. So these are the field experience that you'll go. You'll go survey a bridge or work as early childhood caretaker in one of the crèches, so that you get the experience of doing that particular program, and it's not paid, it's part of your program. So those are the two types of co-ops and field experience. We also have a very vibrant community in terms of our entrepreneurship ecosystem. Seneca Helix is one of the programs that we have launched. It is a vertical that is free for all Seneca students. They can use it to, if they have a business idea, they can use this platform to better their business idea. The entrepreneurship ecosystem will help them to better their idea, to have a business plan, to create a small working model of their, if it's a product, working model of the product, and even have pitching sessions where we invite various investors from various companies such as City of Toronto or IBM, where they are willing to take and nurture these uh, small business ideas and make them big. So we allow the students to have this platform to pitch their idea to these bigger companies, and if they're interested, they will provide you with the space and also the investment required, the seed investment, to to take your idea forward. Helix is not just in Canada. We have partnerships with various institutions across the world. And if you can see in India, we have College of Engineering Pune and IALM in Noida, where you can still have access to Helix even when you're back to India after completing the program. 1,000+ industry partners work with us to recruit students from Sanaka. These are the industry partners. You can see some big names there: Pfizer, Deloitte Canada as a Canadian government, IBM, Google. So all these have partnered with us to recruit students from Seneca. So how does this work is they come twice a year in a job fair where you need to drop your resume, and they'll screen these resumes and pick few students for interview, and those interviews, once they're done, the student will be granted a job, whether part-time or full-time, depending on the requirement. So that's how these industries recruit from Seneca. These are just a few. We have 1,000+ of them recruiting from Seneca. So what are the student services that we provide? We have extensive orientation programs for you, free airport pickup, activities and trips. Through Student Federation, we have free visa and off-campus housing assistance. When you come here in Canada, we can help you extend your study permit and all that. We have a separate team for that. Health insurance and 24-hour helpline. Health insurance is mandatory for international students, and we have a helpline that helps all students. So what are the Seneca campuses? As you can see, we have a number of campuses. To keep it short, we'll talk about 4 main campuses that we have. So this is our main campus, that is Newnham campus, which is one of the largest campuses. We have 3 main campuses in Toronto and one big campus outside of Toronto at King City. So all our campuses are in Toronto except one campus, and this is the main campus in the heart of Toronto City. It's called the Newnham campus at 1750 Finch Avenue East, and we have the programs of engineering and business, environmental studies, fashion studies, early childhood education running in this campus. We have another campus called York campus, which is in York University. Basically, as I said, we have a number of partnerships where we have pathways. So the York campus takes the students who technically transfer themselves into York University at a later point in time. So basically, we have 6,400 full-time students at York campus. We also offer our own programs like creative arts, media, biological sciences and applied chemistry, corporate and technical communication, social services programs in York campus. King campus, like I said, this is the only campus outside of Toronto with 3,000+ full-time students. This is one of the largest campuses of Seneca with 700 acres and also has a lake in the middle of the campus. So that's how huge the campus is. It is 40 minutes north of Toronto. So connecting all these campuses is a free bus shuttle for all students. So if you want to move between campuses, we have buses which move for free within campuses, Newnham, Markham, and King campus. And programs offered in this campus are early childhood education, nursing, veterinary, all the serene programs where they need peace and calm. Those programs are offered on this campus. Seneca International Academy, previously known as Markham campus, we have seen a huge demand from international students, and looking at that, we have launched Seneca International Academy, which is previous. previously known as Markham campus, and this campus has only international students. So we have added a high number of seats only for international students starting September 2020, and this is a great place for you to apply for in case you are looking to apply for this campus with only international students. So we have a number of programs, diploma programs, advanced programs, and graduate certificate programs that we offer on this campus. And we also have on-campus residences for those who want to stay at very close to Seneca. So we have two residences, one in Unum and one in King campus. So these two residences will be able to help you with if you want to live very close to the campus. It is these residences are within the campus. They'll give you a private room with a kitchenette for you to stay. We don't offer English language to Indian students as you are required to do IELTS. We don't offer ELI. And the general admission criteria for diplomas and advanced diplomas is advanced diplomas you need to give your high school transcripts, and also the bachelor degrees you need to give your bachelor degree transcripts and final certificates. If you don't have the final certificates due to COVID right now, we are accepting we are giving out conditional offers only based on academics. But however, we need you to kind of include the English language proficiency. Again, postgraduate certificates are 1 year. We need your university degree transcripts and the final certificate. The IELTS requirement for Indian students is 6.5 with no band less than 6 for diplomas and advanced diplomas. And degrees and graduate certificates, we need 7 with no band less than 6.5. This is due to high number of applications from India, and it has become very competitive, and we recommend these scores in order to get you an admission. And also some of the students have asked for Duolingo. I think the questions are coming for Duolingo. Yes, we do accept Duolingo. For diplomas and advanced diplomas, we need 110 plus as Duolingo score. And graduate certificates, we need 120 plus. So those are the requirements for Duolingo. But however, though you have a Duolingo, you still have to meet the IELTS requirement for visa purposes because Duolingo is not accepted as a visa for visa. So that ends my presentation, and we have been very responsive to COVID related problems. Seneca is named as one of the few institutions which has taken the COVID into consideration, and we also have the COVID readiness plan for all the students. We have facilities in place for all the students' well-being. Students of Seneca and employees are being vaccinated right now. If you're not vaccinated, you're not. Seneca has a policy of fully vaccinated students entering the campus, so you'll have to get vaccinated before entering the campus. And if you have any further questions, you can visit that website, Seneca College/Health. Just search for Seneca College/Health, and there are a number of FAQs regarding regarding COVID and also the programs that are being offered. Right now, we are offering flexible learning. Basically, students can study from India till December 31st, 2021. It has been extended till December 31st. And we are awaiting guidelines for our January intake. We don't have them yet, but as soon as we get it, you will again find them in the FAQs of Seneca College COVID website that's mentioned over here. So please keep going through our website, and now you have some information. So please apply through Fair Future. They have been a great support.
What you should do.
Yeah. So I can only give you information from Seneca's perspective. Yes, Seneca, CPA generally needs a 4-year bachelor degree. Um, One of the ideas that I can give you is maybe you can try a credit transfer for 4th year, but that is that's a very long shot. Basically, the syllabus in India and syllabus in Canada doesn't match at all. So I would recommend that you write to CPA Ontario and ask them what's the eligibility to start as a CPA. CPA, as you know, CPA has different jurisdictions. Each province has a different CPA. So CPA Ontario is only for the province of Ontario. So just write to them, ask them if they would be happy to take a 3-year bachelor's plus a graduate certificate. That makes 4 years of professional study. And when you have 4 years of professional study, they might accept for you for CPA Ontario. But again, it's up to them to accept or not. But if you ask me, I would suggest go for a graduate certificate in professional accounting in Canada. We have that program, graduate certificate in professional accounting. Once you do that program, 3 years of bachelor's, hopefully it is the 3 years of bachelor's is in accounting or business. If that is so, then 3 years of bachelor's plus 1 year of graduate degree will make you 4 years of professional degree, and that might help you get into CPA Ontario. But again, it's up to them to accept or not. You're muted, Anu.
Okay, sorry. So the next question is from Devi Priya Sajeev, and her question is: she has completed a higher secondary education. She chose commerce with computer application, and she wants to know about the programs related to that stream. And she's also interested to do IT related programs.
Right, we have a number of IT related programs at the I'm okay, higher secondary education. Okay, we have
Yeah, she's
bachelor's
completed a
programs
higher
in
secondary
software.
education.
Yeah, we have a bachelor program in software development. We have a bachelor's program in information technology, cyber security, data analytics. So you can choose any of the bachelor programs here. The only catch for bachelor programs is you must have done your math in 12th. I hope you have done math in 12th. If you don't have math in 12th, then you apply for a diploma and then transfer yourself into a bachelor degree. Yeah, we have a number of programs. Like I said, we have software development, information technology, data analytics, cyber security. So you can choose any of these programs and apply for it. Your IELTS requirement is on the screen, 7 IELTS with no less than 6.5. So you have that IELTS requirement and 12th math at least 60% and above, and you are eligible to apply.
Okay. Next question is from Devika. Yeah. Next question is from Devika Hari. And her question is: my Duolingo score is 120. I applied for GBM and my application was rejected. Is it because my score is 120, minimum marks is 125? Will my application be considered if I improve my Duolingo score?
Yeah, we need, like I said, we need 125. So yeah, if you improve your score, we can relook at the same application. You just need to send us your application number and the renewed score, and we can consider you with that score. Yes.
Okay. Next question is from Kasuri Viswanath. Hi, I got offer letter from cloud computing. I was unaware of the bundle program when I applied. Is it possible for second program now? I haven't applied for my visa yet.
Yeah, no problem. See, bundle programs are just a way for you to have 2 years of letter at a time. Um, I, right now, I'm not sure which intake you are in. If you're cloud computing is in January and you haven't applied for visa yet, then you have enough time to apply for it. But if you are starting cloud computing in any other maybe September intake, then it's too late for it. But even then, if you start your program, you just need to email us a form. It's called transfer form. Then we'll add your second program because you're already a Seneca student. So it shouldn't be a problem. If you are applying for January intake, just drop an email through Fair Future if you have applied through Fair Future. Then drop us an email with your application number and the second program that you would like to add, and we can accommodate that even now. It shouldn't be a problem. But I would say don't hold the visa because of this. Just apply for your visa. Even after that, you can extend your study permit. It's not a problem. So don't wait for this bundle program to get in and then apply for visa. I would say if you are ready to apply for visa and then get the second program. It's just a matter of extension. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Next question is from Shahida K. Hi, I've completed my LLM in International Trade Law in the year 2017. As I have already a master's, can I go for Canada to pursue my studies? If so, which course to be selected? Please let me know the possibilities of further studies.
If you want to continue in law, Shahida, there's not many programs available at the graduate certificate level because basically law is LLM. There is no master's degree in law. So what you can do is you can opt for programs like, though you have completed your master's, I'm not sure what your master's is in, but if you have completed your master's, still you can apply for Canada. There's nothing stopping you from applying for Canada. We have a lot of mature students coming to us studying various degrees. So you can still justify your application saying, I have completed my law, I've done my master's, but I'm still looking to gain some more knowledge in international business or any other program that you would like to do. The generic program that most of the students apply for is international business because that's an open place where anyone can apply with any background. So you can apply for international business. There's nothing stopping you, and we don't have a problem with that because we believe in continuous education and lifelong learning. So we give off letter. It's just a matter how you justify your application with the visa officer, and you have to write a strong statement of purpose, and Fair Future will be able to help you with that. So just go ahead and apply.
Okay. Next question is from Babita Gowda. Hello, I have completed BE in Civil Engineering and I have a work experience of 3.6 years. I want to pursue in architecture designing. May I know what are the courses available and job opportunities I may get?
Yeah, BE in Civil Engineering, great. I want to pursue architecture designing. See, we don't offer architecture designing as a program in the masters. Things that we offer are very, like I said, very relevant to the industry. Here we offer something called project management environmental. For those civil engineering students, you can apply for that program because that will help you to kind of design the city in Canada. You can become part of City of Toronto Municipal Corporation. You can work for that, where you design the city in a sustainable manner. So those kind of programs are available. We have sustainable business management. That's another program that you can apply for. These programs are related to civil engineering, but they're not direct to civil engineering. But we don't have anything in architecture design. So up to you to choose if you want to apply for those.
Okay. Next question is from Divya MJ. I am Divya from Kerala. I completed my graduation in commerce and waiting for my results. Which are the best courses that you offer from Seneca in commerce and management subjects? I am interested to study in Seneca. I want to know the courses that match my graduation.
Yeah, if you have done commerce, there are a number of programs that you can apply for. International business, we have professional accounting if you are interested in. We have financial planning, financial management, and financial services programs. These are just from top of my head, 5 programs that you can apply for. So, I mean, it depends on what you are interested in. If you want to go towards banking, then these financial programs are good. You can go for financial planning, financial services, or financial compliance. And we also have a new program, FinTech, financial technology, which will lead you to companies which are towards financial apps. Um, Similar to Paytm. Paytm also is established in Canada, so we have Paytm Canada also. So you can apply for those kind of jobs here. Apart from that, if you are interested only in accounting, then go for professional accounting. Uh, that will lead you to corporate finance, where you become uh, a company secretary or something like that for a financial institution. Apart from that, these general programs are always available. International business, marketing management, all these programs are also available. Up to you which you want to choose. I would suggest go to our website and search for programs and read about those programs and see what are the subjects that you have in each of those programs to get clarity. I can like I can guide you, but I cannot say you do this program. So it's up to you which you want to choose. So go to Seneca website and search for these programs and gain knowledge about them and then apply.
Okay. Next question is from Vinodini Mariappan. Is Duolingo's course accepted in Seneca? Are admissions going on for Jan Intake 2021? What about the courses like Business Analytics and Global Business Management?
I think you meant January 2022.
Yeah.
January 2021 is done. Duolingo, yes, we do accept Duolingo's course. Courses about business analytics and global business management, yes, those are available to you for you to apply. You need to have Duolingo score of 125 so that you can apply for these programs.
Next question is from Alaga R. Thampi. Is May intake available for GBM?
Sorry?
Is May intake available for Global Business Management?
Okay, just let me check. Because it's a 2-year program, GBM. No, it's only January and September. There's no May intake for GBM.
All right. Next question is from Ali Saif. Difference between postgraduate diploma and graduate certificate?
Yeah, it's just a technical terminology difference. Postgraduate diploma is what you call it in India. We call it graduate certificates. Basically, here we don't have the word postgraduate. It is undergraduate and graduate. In India, we have undergraduate and postgraduate. Uh, but postgraduate is after your graduation. So you need basically when you're doing a graduation, uh, they don't want to repeat that post graduation, so they call it a graduate certificate. So it's just a technical difference in terminology.
Okay. Next question is from Kirti Mugundan. I have completed my UG in psychology, which is of 3 years. I would like to know the courses that I would be eligible for. Also, the availability of part-time jobs.
Yeah, psychology, yes, we have a number of programs related to mental health um, in in the graduate certificates. You can apply for those programs if you want to continue in psychology. We also have a program in behavioral psychology, but that is at the it's at the undergraduate level. So the technical extension is mental health related programs. You can apply for that. What about part-time jobs? Yeah, part-time jobs are available in Toronto if you are in Toronto. Um, and Toronto is now one of the number one job provider in Canada. So you can still find a lot of jobs. Even during the pandemic, there was a technical blip for only 2 months, technically. But after that, students have started working online from their home, except in jobs like where you're physically needed. Um, except for the jobs like tourism and hospitality, where you are either serving in a restaurant or helping a hotel to continue. Except for those two, all the other jobs have turned online. So just like me, I'm not going to office. I'm sitting at home and doing this. So most of the jobs have turned into work from home, and we expect that to continue at least till December this year, and then the province might take some decisions. The job market is fully back with a bang actually, after the 2 months left that we had. So there are a lot of jobs available right now,
Okay.
except for
Next.
the tourism and hospitality, of course.
Okay. Next question is from Rahul. I have work experience of over 10 years. So will I be able to apply for a postgraduate diploma? I would like to apply for a management course.
Yeah, you can go ahead and apply. Like I said, we believe in continuing education and lifelong learning. So we will give you an offer if you are eligible. But again, you have to make a strong case with with the visa officer, where in your statement of purpose you have to explain why you are studying after 10 years and what is the motivation for you to do it right now.
Okay. Next question is from Namita Chinnu Varghese. After MBA in India, can I go for diploma? Will they reject me as I have masters?
Yeah, I'm not a visa officer, but yeah, I mean, if you are technically going back, the chances of rejection are high because you're doing an MBA, you're done master's level course full time, and you're going back to a diploma. Of course, chances are high, but we have seen cases where they get visa also. Like, say, someone suddenly develops an interest for fashion and they want to apply for diploma in fashion. Though they have done something else previously, they have done bachelor's in commerce, MBA, whatever, but now they want to do something in fashion because they have a family line where they are into fashion and they are creating, or they have a family business in fashion. We have seen cases like that. It all depends on how do you explain yourself to the visa officer on the statement of purpose. If they are convinced, they will give you a visa. But basically, sometimes even Sanaka can reject you because if you have done an MBA and you want to continue in a diploma in marketing, it doesn't make sense for us to. So just make sure, if it is not the same line, you want to change your career, then we are open to it. But if you want to continue in the same thing, what I would suggest is, if you have already done MBA and you want to continue in business only and want to come to Canada, then apply for programs like business analytics, marketing management, which are niche. So you can say, see, I've done my MBA, but I still want to hone my skills in a particular field, that is business analytics or marketing management or supply chain management. We have supply chain management course specifically. So you can say that I want to hone my skills further and I want to do a graduate certificate. We see university graduates coming back to us from York University doing a business analytics course just to have that business analytics degree. So you can apply for those. You need not go back. But if you're thinking of change of career, then yeah, it's up to you.
Okay. So the next question is from Adarsh, and the question is best 2 year accounting programs for a BCom graduate.
We do not have 2 year accounting programs. We have professional accounting, which is 1 year. We have 2 year global business management, which is a graduate certificate, and business information technology. So we don't have 2 year accounting programs. What I can suggest you to do is do bundled program like financial planning and financial services, or financial planning and fintech. those can give you a better chance. I mean, that will help you to get those 2 years and 3 year work permit.
Okay. Next question is from Mumtaz. I have recently graduated in economics. I have taken IELTS and my score is overall 6. Is there any course available for me in your college?
Sorry, Mumtaz. Just look at the screen. That's the requirement. We need 6.5, no one less than 6. Try giving Duolingo, maybe get a 125 in Duolingo. Comparatively, I heard that Duolingo is easier than IELTS. So just try. If you get 125 in Duolingo, then we can accept your application.
Sure. So the next question is from Muhammad Siyad. Is there any internship opportunities available?
Like I said, we have co-op opportunities, both optional and mandatory. So depending on the program you choose, we have the co-op, and we also have unpaid internship, which is field experience for some programs. If you pin down on what programs you want or you're looking for, go to our website, search for those programs, and in the program description, you'll see whether there is a co-op or not, and whether it is optional co-op or mandatory co-op. So you'll be able to find that information on our website.
Okay. Next question is from Namita Chinnu Varghese. Can you please repeat the transfer of credit policy?
Yeah, credit transfer, like I said, not from India. I hope I was clear. From India, there's not much credit transfer available because the syllabus is completely different. What you can do is a credit transfer within Canada or from Canada to any other country based on the partnerships that we have. So if you do a diploma program 2 year, then you can go into second year of bachelor's, complete 2.5 more years and complete a bachelor degree. If you do a diploma, then complete 1.5 more years in bachelor's and the fourth year and final year, like and get a degree, bachelor degree. So if you do diploma and advanced diploma, you can transfer yourself into a bachelor degree.
Okay. Next question is from Divya MJ. May I get a seat with Seneca if I take my date for the IELTS exam on September 30th? Is there any other extracurricular activities in Seneca?
September 30th, are you looking for January? We are almost full for January. Maybe for May, you can still apply. Extracurricular activities, we have a lot actually. Seneca is the only college that has an ice skating rink. We have a very big gym with 2 badminton courts, 4 basketball courts. We have table tennis. We have number of sports actually. We have soccer. We have a big soccer field, and we also have a cricket club. We can play cricket as well if you are interested. Um, and we have gym coaches available if you are interested in. We have a very big gym with a lot of equipment. We have a Seneca mascot called Seneca Sting, which is representative of all our sports. Just search for Seneca Sting on Seneca, and you will see all the sports facilities on Seneca website.
Next question is from Balakrishnan. So he's still asking about the co-op. How does a co-op work? He wants an explanation on how co-op works.
Right. So when you are studying, generally you will have 2 breaks, a summer break and a winter break, almost a month or 2 months, depending on the number of days. So you can do a co-op during this time. Co-op requires you to have 35 hours of work, and you will get a co-op work permit for that. It's a separate work permit for you to allow working for 35 hours. Generally, you can only work 20 hours a week if you're a student, but if you get the co-op work permit and working as a co-op worker, you'll get 35 hours a week, and that will count towards your credit if it is a mandatory co-op. So maybe 3 credits, 4 credits will be covered. If it's a mandatory co-op, and if it's a optional co-op, then it's up to you. It's not credit given, but it's just the experience on your resume that might get you the next job. Sometimes co-op workers, after completing their program, continue as full-time job uh, in the same company because you have the experience of working 3 4 months and they would like to continue with you. Then they are offered a job in the same company and they can continue with that. Generally the payments is hourly $15 minimum. That's how you will get it, and depends on programs also. If you are a cybersecurity program, you are in cybersecurity program, you might get paid higher because they are in demand. So
Actually,
that's
it
how.
is for GBM course.
Yeah, global business management is a generic course, so you can apply for international. Generally, you will be applied. You can become a marketing manager or a business development executive or something like that. Then you will get paid a minimum of $15 to $20 per hour.
Okay. So the next question is from Alaga Arthampi. I am an economics graduate. Will I be eligible to write NET exam if I complete global business management from Seneca?
Eligible to write NET exam. Not sure
Yeah.
what NET exam is. Uh, what is a NET exam?
Alaga, if you're online, could you just unmute? I don't think she's online.
Okay. However, I don't know what NET exam is, but I'm economics graduate. Will I be eligible to write NET exam? I'm thinking it is National Entrance Test. I'm not sure. But GBM is a 2 year program. See, I think you're asking about the eligibility of after coming back, whether this program is recognized or not in India, is what I'm thinking the question is. See, it depends on what the guidelines are. Generally, they'll ask for a 2 year postgraduate certificate, and you have through GBM you'll have two years program. So you must be eligible unless it is stated otherwise. Sometimes the Indian exams also say it has to be an Indian degree. It can't be a foreign degree. So you just check with NET exam and ask them. I have no answer for that.
Okay. So next question is from Jessita Jason. Is it paid internship for PG in business analytics?
Yeah, most of them are paid, except for Jeshita. You have to mute yourself. I'm getting a feedback. Yeah, so most of them are paid. Say in Canada, there's all the jobs are paid. Like they won't let you work for free here. So most of them are paid unless it's a field experience. In If it is a business analytics program, there's no field experience. So if you get a job, it will be if you get an internship, it will be paid $15 minimum.
Next question is from Eva Peter. Are 2 year diploma students able to apply for a co-op by any chance, even though it is not mentioned in the program overview?
Yeah, nothing is stopping from applying for a co-op basically. Like I said, we have two web portals for jobs, for co-ops and for regular jobs. You can upload your resume and apply for that. Also, just for your benefit, all of you will have Seneca has two different people that you will meet once you get into Seneca program. One is program advisor, and second is career advisor. The program advisor will help you with all the questions related to the program, whereas career advisor will help you to apply for co-ops, mandatory or optional. It doesn't matter. They'll help you apply for co-ops. They'll help you improve your resume. They'll also do. They'll also help you have a one-on-one interview with most of the people so that you get well versed with how the interview pattern is in Canada. and they do mock interviews also with you. So all that is available through your career advisor.
Next question is from Divya Abraham. I did my PG in tourism management and have 4-year work experience. Which PG diploma course can I choose?
If you're already a PG in tourism management, it's we have courses in global hospitality services and global hospitality leadership. You can choose global hospitality leadership actually. You can just say, I've done tourism management, I want to be a leader in hospitality development. So you can hospitality business development. So you can choose business development or leadership, global hospitality business development or global hospitality leadership. These are the two programs.
Okay. Next question is from Balakrishnan. Do we have global business management course in the main campus, which is a 2-year PG diploma?
Yes.
Next question is from Vidya. I am a BTech graduate. I'm currently working in a company for 2 years. I have applied for 3 postgraduate certificate programs, but unfortunately, all got denied. So, my doubt is whether I'm eligible to apply for a diploma. If yes, can I apply in the same application which I applied the postgraduate certificate program?
Okay, depends on your IELTS score. If you haven't met the IELTS score you see on the screen, then you must have been denied. And if you are applying for diploma, see, diploma is again a bachelor's. You have done your bachelor's, BTech graduate. You are a BTech graduate. So depends on how you will justify that. But we don't have a problem you applying for a diploma. But just think about it. Why would you do a bachelor program after completing a BTech graduate? With the same application, no. Generally, we give 3 options. If you have used up all 3 options in an application of $90, you would have to reapply.
Atul Jayan, next question. I have applied for financial planning in Seneca in the upcoming January 2022 intake. But I end up getting mail from Seneca saying that they cannot offer me admission for this program. But still, I may be considered for other program choices. Could you explain why I am not able to choose financial planning? Is it possible for me to take any other course and come to Canada and change it to financial planning?
Yeah, I mean, eligibility, first of all, it is IELTS. Just check if you meet the IELTS requirement, 7 with no one less than 6.5. If you don't meet that requirement, then you will not be eligible for any other graduate certificate as well. But if you have that IELTS score of 7 with no less than 6.5, and if you have been denied for financial planning, that means they have better candidates than you. Basically, we merit list all of the students who apply and then send offers accordingly. In the case where you have the required score for graduate certificates, that is 7 with no less than 6.5, just drop us an email through Fair Future, include your application number, and say that you want to apply for international business or any other program. We can do that. But once you come here, you can't change the program, like, because you are still not eligible for financial planning. What you can do is once you complete the first program, say international business, then you can apply for financial planning for your next program, a second program. Then there are chances are high because you are already in Sanaka and you are just extending your education.
Okay. Next question is from Lubin M. Shaji. He's an applicant of Seneca College and he has been waiting for the last 1 month for the response. Let me know how many days would the college take to provide the letter of acceptance.
You haven't mentioned which intake.
Yeah,
So
he
we are,
has not mentioned which intake or which course.
yeah. So what you need to do is basically we are starting to process January just next week. So you will, if you are applied for January, then maybe you will hear in next 2 weeks. If you're applied for May, then you will have to wait. May 2022 is far, so we haven't started processing those applications yet for May. So you still have to wait a bit longer.
Okay. Next
So our
question is
priority is September, then January, then May. So depending on which intake you applied for, you will have to wait accordingly.
all right. Next question is from Akhilesh Rajan. Which all are the aviation courses provided by Seneca International?
Okay. It's not Seneca International. Seneca International is just a department of Seneca. So Seneca provides all the programs, not Seneca International, just to clear it off. Aviation program, yeah, we have flight attendance program, and we have also the pilot program that we have, pilot training program. So you need to check. I'm not sure what your current credentials are. We don't allow international students to directly apply for aviation programs, particularly the pilot programs, pilot training programs, unless you have a certain number of hours done in India. So just check what, um, just go to Seneca website, search for aviation programs, see what you are eligible for. I would suggest doing that way because there's no set rule to enter aviation programs, and most of the international students are not directly allowed to apply for aviation programs.
Next question is from Kajal. Do you accept students with study gap, like working professionals with 13 years of study gap?
Like I said, we believe in continuing education, lifelong learning, so we will give you an offer. It's up to you to explain it to the visa officer.
Next question is from Srijoni Sarkar. If I sign up for 1+1, will I have to pay both the fees together? Can I change the second course later? Also, will it affect my work limit later?
You don't have to pay both the programs together. You will only pay the first year fee, and when you get to the second year, they'll send you an email asking you to pay for the next year. That too after you complete the first program, while you're completing the first program, maybe in the second semester. Um, if you change the program later, yeah, you are free to change the program anytime or just quit the second program also. It's up to you. There's nothing binding you from doing that. It won't affect your work limit in any way.
Next question is from Swaroop P. Seneca will accept work experience of 7 years for postgraduate or diploma courses.
Yes.
Yes. Next question is again from Sirojini. If I have done with undergraduate degree, should I apply for diploma or graduate certificate after it?
Graduate
Certificate. Next question is from Kirti Mugudan. I would like to know if there are any courses that can be done after BSc Aquaculture and also hotel management.
Yeah. Aquaculture, we don't have anything, but Algonquin College will have programs related to forest management, aquaculture. These kind of programs are offered by Algonquin College, which is again a public college of Canada. You can try there, but we don't have anything related to aquaculture. Hotel management, yes, we have global hospitality programs. Like I said, global hospitality services, leadership, and business development. So these are the three programs that you have. You can apply for those programs.
Next question is from Parvati Pradeep Menon. When will the applications be open for Jan 2022 intake for International Business Management, and which campus is it?
Yeah, we have open applications for Jan 2022 already, and campuses we have it both in main campus and our Markham campus, Seneca International Academy. Both.
Next question is from Anup. What is the eligibility for International Business Management graduate certificate as a UG student? Do I need work experience for the 1-year course?
You don't need work experience. you need the IELTS 7 with UG 60% plus.
Next question is again from Sridojiri. Does Seneca have scholarship? I have an IELTS of 8.5 overall and want to apply for public relations.
Yeah, we have a number of scholarships, but we don't give upfront scholarships. There's nothing upfront. So what you need to do is you need to apply for a Seneca course. You start studying, you get 3 GPA, then you become eligible for applying for scholarships. So you need to start with Seneca first and then apply for scholarships. Just search for scholarships on Seneca website. You will see a list of scholarships available. They are generally between $500 to $2,000. Depending on your CGPA, they'll award that.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Actually, it was the same student, Anuj. I asked her on international business management. But in the website, it says it need a work experience with it. Like you need to have a 3-year bachelor degree as well as a work experience is preferable. That's what they say in it.
Yeah, that's what it means. Preferable means you don't need it, but if you have it, it is preferred.
Okay, but my education background is not that great. I have 66%. It's like 7.2 GPA, CGPA. So if I have IELTS of above 9 and GMAT as well, will it help? Even though it's not required,
we don't accept GMAT. We need IELTS 7 above with no band less than 6.5.
Okay.
So what you're asking is a relative question. It depends on what pool of applications you are in. It doesn't. It's just a merit list. If you are in the merit list with 66%, sometimes the eligibility is 60% and plus, and you are eligible, so you can apply. And if you are in the merit list, then you will get an offer. So it depends on what pool of applications you are competing with.
Okay, and which is a Jan intake, May and September, right? Which is preferable? Which is the best intake to apply?
All intakes are the same. There's nothing as best intake because the delivery of the program is the same. Whether you choose Jan, May or September, it doesn't matter. The syllabus is the same. So there's nothing as such as best intake.
Okay, there's no advanced program or something, right? Because in advanced, sometimes we don't get accepted to it. That's why.
No, graduate certificates, we don't have advanced programs. We only have advanced diploma programs, that is at the bachelor level.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. So next question is from Shebin. Is co-op available for diploma courses in electrical technical field?
Yeah, it's not mandatory co-op, but I think you have optional co-op. You can still apply.
Okay. Next question is from Matthews. His question is, he has an overall band of 6 in IELTS academic and all bands less than 6, and he wants to apply for a diploma. Is it possible?
Overall 6, all band, no band less
6.
than 6. We need 6.5. I'm so sorry. Try getting a Duolingo 110 plus, then you have a good chance.
Okay. Next question is from Sandeep. I have done my master's in international business from UK Nottingham in 2011. After this, I came back to India and started my own business. Now I am planning to apply for a student visa. Can you suggest me further with the course and any guidelines further?
Yeah, if you have done international business, not sure if it is a 1 year or 2 year program. If it is a 2 year program, because you studied 2 years in a English speaking country, you will be waived off IELTS from Seneca. And you can plan your study. I mean, you have a number of options like international business, marketing management, global business management, 2 years. You can study anything that you want basically because you have already entered international business. Anything related to that you can still study.
Will there be any issues with the visa? I'm concerned about that part because of the age factor here.
Like I said, I'm not a visa officer, but students still come from various backgrounds. Depends on how you explain it to visa officer. You can say, see, I'm working in my own business and my business requires particular skill and I
Absolutely.
want that skill from Canada, I want to go to Canada. So you
Right,
can
right.
explain to that way and try your luck. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from applying.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So next question is from Alina Varghese. Is social service program open for Jan intake, or if closed, do they open again anytime soon?
Social service worker, there are two types, social service worker gerontology and social service worker immigration. I'm not sure which one you're asking for, but let me just give you both. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, social service worker, January and September. There's no, you're asking for May intake, is it?
No, she's asking for Jan intake. If it's open,
Yeah, yeah, we have it in Jan intake. I'm not sure if it is open or closed. Um, like you can check with Fair Future after the
yeah.
call, and we'll be able to help you with that.
Okay. Next question is from Pavana Thampi. I am a BA graduate. After that, I started working as a guest relation executive. Now I am applied for IBM in Seneca. Is there any chance of rejection?
I mean, you have to tell me IELTS score and other things, and also, like I said, I'm not a admission advisor. What we can do is, if you have your application number, just write to us through Fair Future, and we'll tell you what is the scenario. You can follow up on that application.
Yeah, I'll get in touch with her. Next question is from Farouk. May I know about automobile diploma courses offered in Seneca College?
We don't offer any automobile diploma.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Next,
We have mechatronics if you are interested. That too, mechatronics at the diploma level. So I'm not sure if you're asking for, yeah, automobile diploma,
well,
right? So you
diploma.
can
Yeah.
apply for mechatronics, mechanical engineering, and mechatronics diploma. That we have, and we have a robotics lab as well. With we are tied up with KUKA Labs. We have a lot of robotic arms. Um, we also train students on automation and food processing as well. Though that lab will help you understand the basics of automation, and it is applied in various fields like automobiles. It can be food processing industry, any of the fields. So you can apply for that program, and then you can choose your niche in automobile maybe.
Okay. Next question is from Divya. I have completed Masters in Finance. I have an IELTS overall score of 6.5 and I would like to apply for PG Supply Chain Management Program. Will I be able to apply for the program for Jan 2022 intake with this score?
Yeah, 7 IELTS is the requirement. Again, please try Duolingo 125. And also, Anu, I would like to mention that I have 5 minutes more where I have a hard stop. So
Okay.
we'll finish as many as we can.
Yeah,
And
we'll finish. All right. Okay. Next question is from Ridula. I am a postgraduate in physics, currently working as a business development officer 4 years. Which course is suitable for me? Is there any chance for me to get into a PG diploma in management?
yeah, you can apply for, see, 84% is really good. If you have the IELTS, you can apply for international business. That will give you a good launch because you already have experience as business development officer. So that's the part.
That's good. Okay. Next question is from Sai. I have done my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I have work experience of 2 years in IT. Can I apply for a course related to IT? And will my experience play any role in the selection process?
Yeah, like all our programs, like previously the other student mentioned, most of our programs, the experience is preferred. It is not required, right? So if you have done IT and you are working in the field for 2 years, that will give you a uh, good exposure to your program. I mean, um, and now you can apply for global business management or business information technology 2 year program, or even project management IT because you have 2 years experience in IT. those programs will be good for you.
Next question is from Anila. She's a B Farm graduate and she wants to know if there are any B Farm or M Farm courses available in Seneca.
We have regulatory affairs, but we don't offer it to international students. I'm so sorry, but you can still apply for related programs. I mean, if you are interested in diploma programs, definitely go for chemical lab technician pharmaceutical. That's an advanced diploma for 3 years. That is a good one for you. But master's programs, we do have regulatory affairs and other programs which are not offered for international students.
Okay. Next question is from Nimson Davis. He has completed his civil engineering in 2021 and is currently doing his IELTS coaching. He wants to know if there are any graduate programs in Seneca, also the requirements. I think you've already answered that question once.
Yeah, I think project management,
environmental. Yeah. Next question is from Farooq. He's completed +2 from Karnataka State Board and he wants to know about automobile courses offered from Seneca. You've already answered that question once. Yeah. Next question is from Aaron. He has got IELTS General with listening 7.5, reading 8, speaking 7, and writing. He's asking if he's good. Yeah, academic version. Next question. Yeah. We have the next question from Hrithik. Minimum eligibility marks for PG diploma.
60%.
60%. Next question is from Al Badri. He has 10 years of work experience and his PG diploma is from a distant education. Will he get admissions in your college? Is distant education accepted?
Generally not. So you can apply with your bachelor's, which is full time. Your distance education mostly is not accepted.
Okay. Next question is BSc Geology graduate. Can he apply for environmental landscape management, environmental technician, and environmental technology?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. Does financial service and financial management have co-op? Are they open for the May intake?
Yeah, go to the website, search for financial services, read about the program. You will see whether it is mandatory or optional co-op. It is clearly mentioned over there. May intake, yes, we do have May intake for those programs. Oh, sorry, we don't have May intake for those programs. It's only January and September.
Okay. I think it's 8 p.m. I think we can wind up for now. Thank you all the participants for the questions and thank you Naga for answering them. And also on behalf of Fair Future, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to host this webinar. And also I would like to thank all the participants who have attended.
Thank you so much, Anu, and I wish all the best to all the applicants. Please make sure you apply through Fair Future. They have been a great support for us in Kerala. I hope all of you are safe. I hear a lot of cases are improving in Kerala. I hope all of you are taking care and following the protocol in terms of COVID. I wish all of you all the very best, and please get vaccinated. Even before, whether you're coming to Canada or not, please get vaccinated and get your parents, friends, all of them vaccinated as soon as possible. And I wish all the best. Please apply. And Anu, once you get to know the applicants from this webinar, just make a list of applications and send it to me.
Yeah,
so that we can just try to give them a response as soon as possible.
Sure,
and make sure you meet the requirements. Again, 7 IELTS for graduate certificates and 6.5 for diploma and advanced diploma. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Naga.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye, everyone. So thank you to all the participants for attending the webinar today. We will get back to you on all your questions and queries. So thank you again and have a great evening.